Oh, howdy all, grab yourself a beer, it's time for some Path of Exile discussion. Today, I wanted to continue a series looking at the skill gems that are coming to the 3.15 Expedition expansion, and I want to talk about one I'm a little bit apprehensive about, but people keep saying that I should cover it because it looks exciting to them. So this is Summon Reaper. Now, we're going to see the only gameplay footage we've got of this skill, which is from the official Expedition announcement stream. It's only about 15 seconds, so let's just watch that with a little bit of commentary. So you'll see here that the Reaper has been summoned. It will go and attack various monsters. And one thing you'll notice is just how slow it is in killing them. So there, it was able to kill all of those monsters in one shot. But we're going to see here that it's going to attack this pack of monsters, and it's just not going to do the job very effectively. Like, it's killing them one by one mostly. So it's got that powerful attack. That powerful attack is something that you can instruct the Reaper to do by casting the Summon Reaper spell again and pointing in a specific direction. That is a powerful hit that wallops a bunch of enemies. However, otherwise the Reaper seems to just have a really close range attack. This means that I fear that this skill is going to have appalling damage projection. So it might have very good damage when it's attacking the monster you want to hit, but it's just not going to be reliable. Additionally, it has another mechanic where it doesn't like having friends. So the Reaper will kill your other minions occasionally, and we'll go through the mechanics of how that works in a second. I will also debuff them when it's not actively killing them. So here you'll see it being used in another combat zone. This is the Act 4 Dried Lake, and you'll see it sort of just rushing through, and it's just taking a while to kill these monsters. Now, this is unsupported, so it's not like I'm expecting it to one-shot everything. But the thing is, it's just taking a while to hit everything as well, and that's a concern that I've got. I don't think that Summon Reaper is good as a primary skill because it just doesn't hit enough of the screen. Now, also, you'll see its drawback. Here is the Reaper eating an Animate Guardian that has a Starforge on it, and I think that's Garba the Ephemeral as well. So a couple of sort of potentially chase items, well, rare boss drops, they're not chase items, getting eaten there by the Reaper. So that's all that we have for the actual footage of the skill itself. Now, next up we have the skill gem, and this gives you some hard numbers, but it's missing some important numbers. It's missing the Reaper's damage numbers. It's missing its attack speed and things like that. So here we have that Summon Reaper summons a powerful Reaper which uses a variety of slashing area attacks. The Reaper's presence weakens your other minions and it will consume them to temporarily empower and heal itself. Using this skill while the Reaper is already summoned causes it to dash to the targeted location and perform a powerful attack. So, the mana cost of this gem is very manageable, and that's something that is a positive in the 3.15 environment where mana is going to be at somewhat of a premium. However, you are looking at having the minion is doing a fair amount of damage with bleeding, but there's no other way to support minion bleed damage in the game. So really there's just, the bleed feels like, unless the bleed is devastatingly powerful in base numbers, it's going to be pretty meaningless. There's no cluster duel support for minion bleed. I don't think there's anything at all on the passive tree. If there is, there's not much. And so it doesn't seem like those mechanics are going to matter particularly much. The Reaper causes your other minions to deal less damage and have less life. But the other thing that's important, and flashbang warning, this is going to be a bright screen. This is Reddit. These are some answers to questions that were given by Mark from Grinding Gear Games. Key thing is that the Consume skill kills one of your minions and applies a buff to the Reaper for the base duration of 6 seconds. The buff only is 40% increased damage, 20% increased attack speed, 20% increased movement speed, and 10% increased character size. So that's basically nothing because by the time that you're at endgame, you probably have a whole bunch of other increased damage for minions, effects on the passive tree and on gear, lots of other minion attack speed, lots of minion moves, or some minion move speed. The minion move speed part is good. And that doesn't really make up for the fact that the Reaper is taking an action which is not hurting monsters at all. Additionally, it uses this in multiple scenarios. The first one is if it's badly hurt, then it will consume a minion quite aggressively. If it is not badly hurt, then it will only consume a minion on a 25-second cooldown. Doing this in any situation will recover 50% of the Reaper's life. So this mechanic can be useful if you strategically summon a single minion in order to feed your Reaper when it's dying. But at that point, you may as well just let the Reaper die and resummon it. It's not like it has some onerous amount of mana that's required to recast it. recasting it is just the same as ordering it to move a specific way. So I'm apprehensive about this skill gem. If you are determined to league start with it, then don't let me stop you. I will try to find a build guide that someone else has made for a Reaper character, Summon Reaper character, and see what I can recommend. But I'm a lot cooler on this skill than a lot of other people are. That's all I got on this. If you've got comments or questions, fire away below. Otherwise, I hope you have a good one. May your Varlobs have interesting results.